And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Miami Marlins. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Yuri Perez.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now there's one away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Now the number 2 hitter, Parker Meadows. And the righty deals. And that one hammered. That's back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
2 out, space is empty. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one lifted to left. Myers. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Reese Olson.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. To short, could be 2. McKinstry over to second, over to first, safe. Griffin Conine will hit next. Olson throws to first. Myers back in on a dive. Myers leads off first with 1 away. Fought off foul. Here's a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Perez ready to fire now. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Torque takes the win.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Riley Green. In the air, left field. Myers settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here comes Gleyber Torres. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Two outs. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. His 18th home run of the season, and the Marlins jump out in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's out to center field. Meadows makes the play, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Davison De Los Santos. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Now a chance for Jake Rogers.
1-2.
One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And up next for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. 2 down, nobody on. Right side, Sanchez brings it in for the 3rd out. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out. That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Alexander Vargas, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Torkelson. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. Out to short, McKinstry. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Marlins 1 and the Tigers nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Zach McKinstry. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. Next offered in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. One down, base is empty. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there, out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. And that is out of play.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. Got him swinging.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Spencer Torkelson digs in now. On the ground to short. Throw is high and over his head. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. 2 outs. That's ripped. Base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it across. And Gleyber Torres retired. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. A solo homer ties it for the Tigers. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Now all even up. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And next is the designated hitter, Griffin Conine. This to center field. Grabs it on the run. 2 away now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carpenter makes the grab, and that's the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. There's a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself. One away here in the fifth. And the batter now, Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defense swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And he's got a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One out, runner at second. And next up for the Tigers, Andy Ibanez. Ripped into left for a base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike two. Rogers on third. Ibanez over at first with one away. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Say goodbye to that one. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and now they're out in front. It's 4-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So 2 down. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup.
Pitching change here, Seth Martinez. He's into the game with the bases empty. And that's in for a strike. Four runs already in the frame, and we're at the top of the fifth. Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Martorella under it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Jesus Sanchez.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Meadows right there to make the grab, and there's one down. So digging in, Nathan Martorella.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now for the Marlins, Davison de los Santos. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Alexander Vargas. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 5-1. Top 6. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. A little out front there as he swings through it. Stays alive. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that just misses. And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. Here is Gleyber Torres.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball out towards left field. Myers raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Two outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Colt Keith. And there's a ball.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 5 and the Marlins 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Graham Pauley. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Dane Myers getting ready to hit. That one ripped. Makes the grab on the run. 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Now it's the DH, Griffin Conine. Hammer, base hit. And now 2 aboard. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Connor Norby, the next to hit. Norby hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter on the move to the alley. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done. So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And in its second with an RBI double. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Reese Olson is done, and he really had to grind it out, but he does leave with the lead. New arm on the mound in a moment. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Bo Brisky.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So runner at second, 2 down. Nathan Martorella, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a 2-2. Out towards right center field. And it drops in. Sanchez headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now 5-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
2 outs, runner on first. And here's the first baseman, Davison De Los Santos. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Meadows going back. Makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Tigers 5 and the Marlins 4. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball. Keep straight.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. And now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That one the other way. That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now back, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
So up next, Parker Meadows. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Tigers 5 and the Marlins 4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Pete Fairbanks.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, Abuchi Ramirez.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air on the infield. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Alexander Vargas. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now back, second baseman,
Graham Pauley will hit next. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 5 and the Marlins 4. We're at the top of the 8th. Here comes Torque to the plate.
center,
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. That one not close. And that's ball two. Torkelson, the lead runner, out at second. Green at first with no outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. He goes down looking. Seth Martinez won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Declan Cronin comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Two one down. Late that time, and it's strike two. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the eighth. And it remains 2-2. Double play ball to second. Fires to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Two aboard, two outs. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Jason Foley.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, one-run game, and at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Here's a 1-1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Really important at bat coming up now.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine. So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with two strikes.
That one the other way. Makes a sliding stop to first. Got him. Nice play.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Man at second. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a chopper, but it kicks foul. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. It's going to fall for a hit. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jason Foley will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New pitcher on now, Tyler Holton.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now the center fielder, Nathan Martorella.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. 1 runs in. Save! They've got the lead 6-5.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And now the first baseman, Davison De Los Santos. That one drilled left field. That's back. A dive, and he can't haul it in. 1 run across. Green hurries it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Two on, 1 out. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And up next for Miami, Alexander Vargas. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw in. He beats it safe. It's 9-5.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler Holton out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So a lefty out of the pen, Brant Herter.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So digging in, Graham Pauley. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. Through 8 full, it's the Marlins 9 and the Tigers 5. Anthony Bender gets the ball now.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
A little bit high, maybe. And a count 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And next up for the Tigers, Zach McKinstry. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And they'll do it again. That's down and in.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Up next to the Tigers, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Lifted in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the grab for the second out. So last chance for the Tigers. And now Kerry Carpenter. And that one fouled off. The Tigers down to their final strike. That's a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So here's the cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Our final score here, 9-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.